Hey everybody, welcome back to an you're a very distracting person.
Sorry.
That's okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to another beer review on Respect the Drink. I am James, and today we have something interesting. We have 1000 IPA from Mikkeller. I think that's how you say it, Mikkeller. I don't know. I'm not Dutch or whatever. Wait, do you call people from Denmark Dutch? Is that what you call them?
I
I'm
guess.
going to say I'm not from Denmark. Beep, cut. But yeah, Mikkeller, 1000 IPA. That, as the name indicates, means that this beer has 1000 IBUs. Yeah, this is what they call what they call on here an American style Imperial India Pale Ale. So it's an American style IPA. It's an Imperial double IPA. It has 9.6% alcohol by volume. Thank God, because one thing that I have found was that I do like IPAs, but I prefer them when they have a higher alcohol content. I believe that the flavor profile of the alcohol versus the bitterness, I think they really work well together. So when you have an IPA that has a lower alcohol by volume, it's I don't enjoy it as much. It doesn't mean I don't like it. I still like the IPAs. They're just not my favorite style. But I'm still cool with it. Okay, but this one is 1000 IBUs. Now I have read multiple times that the human tasting palate or whatever, the palate only recognizes a certain level of bitterness, and that's why on a lot of doubles or imperial IPAs, it's 100 plus IBUs because it's believed that the palate cannot even perceive above that. The 1000 IBUs, that's pretty much a novelty drink, basically, and but that's okay. We're going to give it a try. This is basically a hipster's dream, okay? If you live in Portland, Oregon, you probably love IPAs. And if you love IPAs and you live in Portland, Oregon, you're probably a hipster. And if you're a hipster, you probably want a bitter beer for some reason. I don't know. But anyways, so yes, very high alcohol content. Well, not very high. High alcohol content, high IBUs, and we're going to see what this thing does to me. I might die. That's not true. I'm not going to die. But I've never had something that had quite this much in the way of IBUs. Okay. I failed to go over the presentation of the bottle. I just realized that. Let's get that all in there and then we'll talk about the bottle. All right. Wow. That pours a very, very nice. That's a beautiful head. Um, I probably shouldn't have poured it quite as aggressively because it's almost too much. You got 3 fingers there. But that's okay. Okay, so presentation of the bottle. I'm not really a fan, honestly. I don't know what they're going for here with this robber motif on here. I don't get it. Is is it so bitter that it's gonna rob my soul of all goodness that's left? I don't know, but yeah, it leaves a little bit to be desired. So not a big fan of the presentation on the bottle. But the beer itself, as far as the look goes, as I said, it's got an amazing head there that sticks around. It has not dissipated really at all. It's got carbonation. A good amount of bubbles are coming up there from the bottom, and that head is dense. It's a good color too. Nice color head for a IPA, and it's a little bit hazy, not see through at all. Kind of got a reddish tone to it, and a little bit dark, darker than like your American pale lagers, which is what's so common in the United States. So it's funny because when people see an IPA for the first time or even a pale ale for the first time, they're surprised. I thought this was a pale beer. It is because it's an ale, and ales are traditionally darker than lagers. But so actually, as an ale, it's pretty light or pale, as the case were. But yeah, the head retention's amazing on this thing. Okay, so it looks delicious and it smells delicious. It's got a really good aroma to it. I'm picking up those hops, but it's not as it's not as in your face as I thought it was going to be. It's not. It's just not. It's not pow like I thought. It's not as in your face as I'd anticipated. But they're definitely there. There's definitely hops there. I mean, that's the primary smell that I'm getting off of this. Now it does have some of that floral scent to it that is so common when it comes to IPAs and pale ales. It's got some citrus. The booziness is not coming out in the smell at all. I'm not really picking up on the 9.6 ABV, but yeah, it smells decent. It smells good. So I'm surprised by the lightness of the hops on the nose. Okay, so now we'll get to the taste. And like I said, I am not used to something that's super hoppy. Um, I like things that are super hoppy sometimes, but I just I don't know. Was that the right way to do that? I don't know. I'm not Catholic. I don't know what to do. Okay, we're gonna give the taste a try. So. Hmm. I'm waiting for the hops to kick in. They always kick in on the back of the tongue there. Yep, there it is. There's the hops, and it's not. It's like I was saying earlier in the video. I've heard that the human palate can only recognize so much on the hops, and really this isn't as hoppy as I thought it was going to be. Those 1,000 IBUs, they don't come off any more aggressive than like your 100 plus IBU beers. So it's definitely there. The hops are really strong, really really powerful. But I pick up a lot of citrus too, which is natural when you have a higher hoppy beer. So there's citrus there, there's the hops, and there's pretty much nothing else. Nothing else at all because that's what this beer is making its living off of. It's making its living off of the amount of hops that are used, or at least the IBUs. Um, it's good though. I mean, it is good. I'm surprised. I thought that I was going to die, but I didn't, and so I'm happy with that. But definitely a novelty, not a sessionable beer at all. I would not want to sit there and drink this all day. But to have one, to say that you've had the beer that has 1,000 IBUs, that's pretty cool. So let's let's do our notes thing. As I said, this is the 1,000 IPA from Mikkeller, or I don't know how to pronounce it properly, brewery, and that is based out of Copenhagen, Denmark. It is a Phantom brewery. I believe that was Rate Beer that told me that. And that means that it is brewed in collaboration with other breweries. This particular one is brewed, or this particular beer for Mikkeller is brewed at a place that I cannot pronounce. Okay, I mean I'm not even gonna try to take a wow. Yeah, not gonna happen. Beer Advocate scores it at an 87, which is very good. Rate Beer scores it at a 95 for style and a 98 overall, which is very, very good. The Beer Advocate rating is 3.87 out of 5, and this is based off of 770 ratings. Rate Beer has it at a 3.81 out of 5, 991 ratings, and Untapped has it at a 3.86 out of 5 based on 19,334 ratings. So it's pretty consistent through the major ones that actually featured it, that had it on their website. It is very consistent. It is, again, statistics, 9.6 ABV, 1,000 IBUs, or 100 plus, because I really can't tell a difference. So yeah, there you have it. Those are the statistics for the 1,000 IPA. Okay, so real quick, and we'll get into this a little bit more when I do a style spotlight, or whatever I'm going to call that series. I don't know, a style guide or something. Whenever I do, I'm going to talk about styles at some point on this channel. But I want to say something real quick about IPAs, because I learned something today listening to a podcast about the history of IPAs, which I thought was really, really cool. The thing about IPAs are they're called India Pale Ales, and everybody thinks, oh, it came from India. No, it didn't. Okay, India Pale Ale is something that originated in England. Now, where it got its name was from back in colonial days, whenever the British were colonizing all over the world, and they had troops that were stationed in India, and they had a hard time getting beer to them because it was such a long trip around the Horn of Africa and everything. So in order to keep the beer from going bad, because it would go bad before it would get to India, they had to put more alcohol in it, and they had to put a higher level of hops in it, because apparently there's something in hops that fights bacteria. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. So they would send these super jacked up beers to India, because that's the only way it would make it, is if it had higher alcohol and higher hops. And by the time those soldiers came back to England, they had developed a taste for this beer, or this style of beer, and they demanded it on the local market. And that's where the India Pale Ale came from. I found that to be absolutely fascinating. I thought that was really cool. Really cool story, bro. But yeah, that's so interesting. We'll get into a little bit more about the styles whenever we spotlight the styles. But for now, if you... Oh, I keep forgetting to say this part. God damn it. If you enjoyed this episode, click the like button, subscribe, and leave me some comments. Tell me what you think about high hoppy, super jacked hoppy beers. I'd like to know if you like them, if you don't. And if you do like them, please elaborate on whether or not you're a hipster. But for now, I think that's about it. So as always, respect the drink. That's not how I say it. So as always, taste the drink, respect the drink.